Hey guys, this is Power Zebra and welcome to another video, another Just Dance video and another video on sharing my opinions on the Just Dance 2024 edition song list, actually previews. We're gonna be sharing my opinion on parts 2 and 3 of the previews, but part 4 did just come out, but we'll save part 4 for the next video. And to make sure I don't, spoil part 4 for you, if you don't watch any Just Dance previews, I'm going to start from part 3 and then go down to part 2. But before we get into it, I would recommend you hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you will be notified when any of my videos comes out. And check out my Discord server, link will be in the description below. Without further ado, we're going to go straight into it by sharing my first song opinion on Am My Own Muse by Fall Out Boy. Now, oh my goodness, we're already spoiling part 4. As you can see, this is an emo version of Rasputin. Because in case you don't know, in Just Dance 2023 edition, we had Sweet But Psycho by Ava Max. And she was, according to what the name of the title of the song says, hot and cold, or the bride went sweet but psycho. Is Sweet But Psycho. But when Rasputin found out that he did something wrong and tried to fix it, but then realized he was too late, he got so mad about the fact that he was too late to realize it that he even went emo. So I think he's more like, he isn't emo because he's like, I'm just a bad boy now, no one cares about me, so I'm just ruin the entire world. No, he went emo because he's like, the bride has just went psycho, but no matter what, I will find a way to get my girl back. That's why he went emo, because he's like, bruh, why? How? No! But, yeah. Song, is 10 out of 10. Choreo is 10 out of 10 because it reuses a lot of choreo from Rasputin, his original song, Rasputin by Boney M. The dancer is basically an emo version of Rasputin, obviously, and the background reuses the same background from Sweet But Psycho, but in a nighttime scene instead. Alright, but next up we have... Yep, it's doing it already. Sharing my opinion on Flowers Fitness version by Miley Cyrus. This is basically the same dancer in the normal version of Flowers. And she is in a workout mood right now, so she's basically just, working out while singing her breakup song, Flowers. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what you call Flowers' fitness version in a nutshell. Yeah. But I actually feel like I would actually do this version more than the classic version, the classic or normal version. But one thing I did also realize is that it won't confuse your muscle memory if you're dancing to both this version of Flowers and the normal version. So basically, it won't confuse your muscle memory to it because, for example, these two moves, this move and this move, is pretty similar. I'm going to show you a snippet of this version of Flowers. It's sort of similar to, hang on. It's sort of similar to this. This move and this move. But, yeah, going back to the fitness version of Flowers, song is an obvious 10 out of 10. Choreo is 10 out of 10. Background uses a different color schemed version from the normal version of Flowers, and I really like how they're bringing that kind of theme back, because we've seen that before in the, what was it? It was the, oh yeah, the 2022 Korean pop songs, which then they removed it in Just Dance 2023 edition and decided to make them the same background. But, that won't stop them because they just do it in other alternative versions now. But, yeah. The dancer is basically in a different outfit, but it's the same dancer from the normal version, as we can tell by the hair. But, next up we have Survivor by Destiny's Child. Now, one thing that really stands out to me is the dances. Because the main reason being because, we usually don't get a lot of dances with... We usually don't get a lot of dances with different colored skin. And what I mean by that is because, the dances here actually has purple, pink, and orange skin colors. But one thing I am very confused about is the colors of the pictogram. Because the first two make sense, purple and pink, because that's basically saying the colors for the skin colors. But then for the third dancer, her skin color is orange, but according to the pictogram, the color is more of an olive color. And that is a bit of a problem for me, because if I do pictograms, I would just keep it in theme. Like, I would do it by hair color, or glove color, or just skin color, or clothes. And I would not mix them around. But Just Dance, being Just Dance, decides to mix them. And it's a bit of a annoying thing for me. But the song I kind of really like. Choreo is very simple. Like to mention that the chorus just repeats and it's the same moves the entire preview, and they could have done a lot more, but yeah, they didn't. Dances is like, wow. And background, I'd like to mention, it's also futuristic, so I also, and you know me when it comes to futuristic stuff, 10 out of 10. But, yeah, next up, we have Rapper's Delight. Now, one thing I'd like to mention is that, why does it have to be claymation? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why couldn't you just do a normal dancer for a song that wouldn't make sense for it to be, claymation? Like, why can't you just use like a real life dancer? Because, yeah, I'd like to mention, yeah, it's, like, and even if I do get it being, claymation, it won't stop me from not liking it, because, one thing I also don't like is how they did the claymation, because the claymation is a lot of, well, a lot of that, basically. And it's a bit of a problem for me, because you won't be able to, like, get the choreography as well, like, really well, if you don't follow the pictograms, or have the pictograms off, because it would then be a bit of a problem. But if you're into that kind of stuff, I'm not stopping you. I'm also not really a fan of the song, just in my opinion. The choreo, not the biggest fan of, though it is something that I can do a bit. Yeah. And, yeah. So, yeah, next up, oh yeah, dancer, not the biggest fan of. I would have liked it better if it was just a normal dancer. And, background, but out of all things, the only thing I actually kind of like about it is the background, because, it's basically, it actually makes sense. The only thing that makes sense here is the background. But anyways, next up we have Butter by BTS. And, yeah, this is basically the easier version of Butter, as you would have expected. I'm actually a big fan of it, because, I mean, it's literally Korean pop. And it's also BTS. Like, literally. Big fan of BTS. I'm ARMY. I'm an ARMY. But maybe not as much of an ARMY as I am a Blink. And, in case you don't know, ARMY is the fan group for BTS, and then Blinks are the fan group for Blackpink. Both two being Korean pop sensations. But, I actually am a fan of BTS. And, I actually do really like how they do, normal, choreographies along with their extremes. Like, it's really cool. So, the song is 10 out of... Oops. Not yet, alright? So the song is 10 out of 10, obviously. Choreo, I really like it because it's a simpler version of the original choreography. The dances are wow. As of now, you only know 2 of the 4. That are gonna look like, but they are reusing the same dances from Dynamite and Boy With Love, and also the background. Yes, just yes. Anyways, you know what? I will just do a really nice clean cut here for this one. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Nice clean cut, you would say. Right? Well, I think it is. But, yeah, and it's frozen. Hang on. Alright, so I feel like choreo is just wow. I also like how they give more lore to the, to Agent D in Gimme More by Brittany Spears. Because as we know of, well, that's more better. So, as we know of, she is these 4 dancers. She is Toxic. She is the flight attendant from Toxic JD23. Work from JD 2019. The nurse from Toxic JD2 version from Just Dance 2. And the extreme version of Circus from JD 2016. So that's what we know of, what dances she is. And as we can see in the preview, we see her as Work. And, oops, hang on. And she is also the nurse from Toxic JD2. Actually, I just realized I didn't say the names. The names for Work and Circus, because Work is the site manager, and then the performer is and then Circus is the performer. Background, I really like how it's all futuristic. Like I said, futuristic thing is my thing. And I also like, this is like a secret agency, this is what I'm up for, yes. Secret agency. But, yeah. Overall, choreo is really good. The song is obviously really good. The dancer is Agents D. I mean, of course, just yes. And then the background, I like the secret agency thing with the dancers that she is going to be in the background. Well, and I also like when she's the site manager. It's basically like a site, like a construction site area. And then when she's the nurse, she is in like a hospital kind of area. Now, the reason why you see like a radioactive or toxic symbol in the background is because you see it in Toxic JD2 of its background, and obviously the reason why it's there is because the name of the song, it's Toxic. So, yeah. Anyways, next up we have Shine a Little Love by the Sunlight Shakers. Now, honestly, I am actually a big fan of the... Actually, no, I'm not really a big fan of old songs. Like, really old songs, because I'm more in the new category. I'm more in that kind of stuff. But, I do really like the visuals on here. Like, for example, I like how it's like drawing and then it changes to claymation. Sorry, Rapper's Delight, but even though that your claymation, you can't do it as good as this. Because, yeah. Anyways, background I actually really like as well. I think that also claymation as well, but I'm not completely sure. But, we do know that, the dancer here, his name's Brock. And then we have the panda just swinging on the... you have the panda just swinging on the vines in the background. And we also see at some point... Hang on. I'm trying to get it there. We also see in one of the photos, we have the reindeer, who is known as Rudolph, even though he doesn't have the red nose. Which doesn't make any sense, alright? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, but I won't ask Just Dance to change that, because, yeah. But anyways, song, not really a big fan of, but the choreo, not the best to dance to. However, it is really good to look at, though. Dances reuses the same dances from, what is it? what is it? I think it's, yeah, Wouldn't It Be Nice from JD 2023 edition. And probably even Mr. Blue Sky, even though Mr. Blue Sky doesn't include, Rudolph. But, background is also really good as well. But next up we have the extreme version of Butter by BTS. And as you can tell, the extreme version contains its actual official choreo, not an easier version of it though. However, it is really cool to actually have both an easier version and its official choreo, like I said in the easier version. And we now also know the other two of the four, what they look like. Because the two that we saw was the pink one and the blue one, not the yellow and the purple. But we do know that the yellow one is No. The yellow one is grey, then the purple one is haze, and then the pink one is Joycey, and then the blue one's T-Bam. And as we know of, they all appear in, yes, I do Duolingo, but, yeah. But as I was saying, the dancers first appeared in Dynamite by BTS, and then 3 of the 4, Grey, Haze, and Joycey, also appears in Boy With Love. But, resuming, the song is obviously really good. The choreo is the official choreo, and I like that. The dancers, I actually really like the outfit style they chose for them, because they didn't go for, like, all casual styles like they did in Dynamite and Boy With Love. Instead, they done more like, oh, now this is all like an official music video instead of just them hanging out. It's now basically that now. And I actually really like that. And same with the background, it's kind of like that as well. Kind of gives me those vibes. Next up, we have Calm Down by Rema. Now, I only have one complaint about this, and it's not that the choreo is too simple. It's actually to do with the song. And that is basically what this comment says about it. Nobody asked for the solo version. Yes, nobody asked for the solo version. Now, in case you don't know, what do you mean? Isn't this the only version? Well, actually, in case you didn't know, there's actually 2 versions. this version with just Rema, and then we also have the version with Rema and Selena Gomez. Now, why is that a problem, you may ask? The Selena Gomez version is more popular than this version. And not only that, but Selena Gomez was in Just Dance before Rema. So, yeah. It's a bit of a... And also, it's literally a male and female duet choreo, which makes it a really big missed opportunity to have the version with Rema and Selena Gomez. That's another reason why we needed that version instead of the version with just Rema. But anyways, one other thing I also like to mention is about the male dancer, and it's the fact that he has purple skin. Yes, he actually has purple skin. Basically meaning that we are getting a lot of colored, more skin-colored colored skinned dancers other than just white. And I actually really like that because they add a lot more creativity. Though it is a bit weird to have it as a purpley color, as some people can actually mistake it, the different skin color to be his shadow. And, you know, I can actually see why. But anyways, choreo, not the biggest fan of it because it's too simple. The song, would have liked it better if it was the version with Selena Gomez. The dances gives me African vibes, because I also really like how they're adding more like African choreos and stuff to do with that, because I mean Just Dance should be for everyone, including African players. And then for the background, it also gives me African vibes as well. That's also pretty cool. But next up we have the extreme version for Give Me More or Gimme More by Brittany Spears. Now, here's one difference I'd like to mention. The dancers that we saw in the tubes are no longer in the tubes now. But that's due to the fact that she doesn't change outfit in this version. She doesn't change dances like in the classic version. And that's a bit sad, but I do get to see why it's like that. And, yeah. But this is an extreme version, so it is also a hard choreo, so yeah. One other difference I also noticed is that she doesn't have the red jacket, or well, the red leather. No, it's not leather. She doesn't have the red cotton shirt on her anymore, as she now just has black leather. This is no This is no playtime now. This is the extreme version. No red, just leather. So, yeah. But, background I really like, just like the secret agency thing, I really like that. One other detail I noticed is that in the background here, we also see the normal version playing in the background as well. It's choreo, because we can see it's like choreo happening there. And I actually really like that. But, yeah. Dancer reuses Agent D. I'm trying to think. Song is also really good, like I said. And, another thing I really like is the choreo as well, because, I mean, yeah, it's the extreme version. And now we have the final song in this video. It's The Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams. If you're watching this in Christmas, well, this is a really good, perfect time, because Merry Christmas. You got a Christmas song. And it's a very famous one. By Andy Williams. Dances are really interesting because, I mean, you make sense because it's like Christmas themed. I get it. The middle dancer makes sense because, also Christmas themed. In fact, he kind of looks like Santa Claus. But then the left, it's a sock, but it does make sense. But still, I don't get, why a sock? Why does there have to be a sock? But I won't complain, because, yeah. Choreo, although it's very simple, and I'm not really a big fan of really simple choreographies, although it is simple, I actually kind of like it. Background is basically, if they just, it's basically like these three dancers just broke into Santa's workshop and just decide to throw a dance party. That's what it's like here for the background. And then the song, I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas songs, but when it does get to Christmas, I mean, I would just play them 24/7 when it's Christmas. So, yeah. But, that is all for this video. I am starting to feel like this song list is getting somewhere, because we are getting a lot of good songs. Such as Butter, How You Like That, Flowers, another one being, I Am My Own Muse, Survivor, Gimme More. I mean, just give me more previews. Oh, wait. We already got some new previews as of this recording time. So, yeah, but that will be for the next video. So, that'll be it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, then I would recommend you hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you will be notified when any of my videos comes out. without further ado, oh yeah, and don't forget, check out my Discord server, link will be in the description below. Without further ado, Powers Ever is signing off for now. Peace!